The Athens Bulldogs took on the Alexander Spartans at home on Friday, February 2nd. Athens defeated Alexander the first time they met this season, and both teams have been looking forward to this rematch all month long. The Spartans sat at 0-17 coming into this game tonight, and they were hungry to get their first win of the season against one of their biggest rivals.
Tonight was senior night for Athens. For Sam Trainer, Tafari Smith, and Luke Mullins, a win against their rival Alexander would mean so much more.
The game was tight in the first quarter. Mason Morris opened the game with a three-pointer to silence the home fans. Sam Trainer answered right back for Athens, knocking down a three of his own to start off his senior night in fashion. The Bulldogs made some tough shots, forced turnovers, and capitalized at the free throw line to give themselves a 2-point lead after 1 quarter of play. Alexander slowed the game down in the second quarter by limiting turnovers and establishing steady ball movement, but in doing so, they did not take many shots. The Bulldogs took advantage of the Spartans' cautious style of play and marched out to a 17-8 lead early on in the second. Alexander found their balance after a slow start to the half and ended the quarter on an 8-2 scoring run to stay within striking distance of Athens. Their momentum carried into the second half, and they made some tough shots. Athens was without their big man Zach Mullins in the third quarter due to foul trouble, and in his absence, they failed to make second chance buckets and grab rebounds. The vibe was electric in the final quarter of play. Coach Jeff Skinner for Alexander told his team to lock in for one more quarter of basketball, and that is exactly what they did. Mason Morris was in his bag this quarter. His clutch threes put the Spartans in the driver's seat, and Morris finished with 17 points to finish the game. Athens struggled to score against Alexander once they lost the lead, and poor shot selection, offbeat tempo, and foul trouble hurt any chance they had of coming back. Alexander prevented Athens from seeing the lead for the rest of the night and beat their TBC rival 42-35 and earned their first win of the season. Alexander fans and players were ecstatic to pick up their first win after a long season of up and downs. Behind a hard-fought victory, the Spartans will seek to capitalize on this momentum in their next game against Trimble. For Athens, they will travel to play River Valley next week and play one of their last CBC games of the regular season. The Bulldogs will be looking to bounce back after tonight's tough loss and string together some wins before the playoffs begin. For Hardwood Heroes, I'm Luke Schmidt, reminding you to be heroic.